The History of Casio and Tadao Casio. Tadao Casio was born in Japan on November 26, 1917, on the smallest island in Japan. His parents were farmers, and they lived in a small house. One day, Tokyo was hit by a giant earthquake, causing fires, and then a giant tsunami a couple minutes later. His uncle was like, "Hey, can you help rebuild Tokyo?" So they moved to Tokyo. His dad got a construction job, and he walked to and from work to save money. And so Tadao got a high school education, and then he began to work in many factories. And one factory manager was really impressed and sent him how to operate a lathe in a factory called Inamoto. And the owner of Inamoto encouraged him to go to Waseda's workers' school, and he did. And anyways, now it's World War II, and he can't fight in the war because he's worked in too many factories, and now he's pretty ill. So he buys a lathe, and he begins to sell aircraft machinery to the Japanese government, basically. And he earns a pretty good amount of money. Now, World War II is over, and his house is destroyed, and he can't sell aircraft parts because they don't need them anymore. And so someone sells him a cheap milling machine, and the only problem is that it's 1,000,000 miles away. And so his dad puts it on a cart and bicycles it up to their house, which takes him around weeks to do it. And they finally get the milling machine, and they start the company in 1946. And so they start and they make rings that can hold cigarettes, and they make a lot of money from that, so they begin to make calculators, and they make the Casio 14A in 1957, which is a fully electric relay calculator, and it sells pretty good. And then they fall into recession around 1960, because no one wants a relay calculator. And then they come back, and they release the world's first personal calculator, called the Casio Mini, in 1972. And then they make the first line of keyboards in 1980, and then an electric watch that doesn't break when it falls. And that's the end of the history of the Casio company. If you like this video, then be sure to press that subscribe button. It would be really appreciated. Thank you for watching.